Hello YouTube and welcome back to another PIDA Kanto Weekly show. And today, we're here for week number 3. I know it's been a while since we did the last one of these. It's been about 2 weeks now, but that's because last week both the PIDA videos from last week were not uploaded because I was essay stressing out, and that literally was more important. 100% more important. I didn't have time to do this, so we're back now. And we're going to try and catch up. I don't think we will, though, because of all the other content on the channel. But PIDA Kanto Weekly shows are like top of the list right now. PIDA is like top of the list. So if it gets more support and whatnot, if this video gets 6 likes, I don't know, just a rant. If this video gets 6 likes, next week I'll do week 4 and week 5. I'll do week 4 and week 5 next week if this video gets 6 likes. So I'll be caught up then. If not, I'll just keep a week behind, and the like goal will still be the same. Will still be the same until we actually reach it. So hope you guys do save your support, because you guys seem to love these PIDA Kanto Week shows. But anyway, we have 5 games for you today because there was one forfeit this week, which was for the Hungry Big Boys versus the Sinnoh Starlets. I think the Sinnoh Starlets have been really busy recently, so were unable to do their game, but PIDA moves on. And I was not told that he would be away or whatever, or anything like that. So the Hungry Big Boys picked up the forfeit W. So that's one game out of the way. So we now move on to the next 5 games, where we have our first game, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers, coached by Slick, versus the Galatasaray. Because I really got shouted, and it's Galatasaray. It's Galatasaray. Galatasaray. If I said it right, you can stop shouting at me. It's Galatasaray. Galatasaray. See? I know my words, bro. Anyway, the Cleveland Cavaliers are rocking Mega Lucario, Darkrai, Palkia, Cofagrigus, Jirachi, and Chestnut, whereas the Galatasaray are rocking Xerneas, Garchomp, Zorora, Volcarona, Rayquaza, and that Crawdon. Now, Mega Lucario honestly doesn't have the best matchup, because it gets bopped by the Xerneas, it gets bopped by an Earthquake from Garchomp, it gets bopped by a Fiery Dance from the freaking Volcarona, and it gets bopped if... I don't know if Rayquaza gets a decent flying type move. I know it gets good Dragon Stab. I don't know what about flying moves it gets. So it doesn't really have a great matchup. The win con probably... I honestly don't know what the win con is for the Cleveland Cavaliers, because Chestnut gets bopped by potentially 3 of the squad. Jirachi gets bopped by 1, 2, 3 of the squad. Cofagrigus gets bopped by 1 of the squad, but I don't see Cofagrigus being the win con. 100%. Just by type matchup, I think Garchomp can put in the work. Garchomp can actually put in the work. If that's a Scarf Chomp, no, not Scarf Chomp. If it's a, if that Garchomp's got enough speed to outspeed the Lucario, I don't know what Space Speed Mega Lucario is. But if that Garchomp has to like Choice Scarf or get some speed boost into it somehow, and then it can win 100%. Because if it can outspeed the Mega Lucario and go for Dragon and Earthquake Stab, that's a GG for the Galatasaray. Let's jump to the game and see how things go. So out comes Jirachi versus the Volcarona. So he switches out strength with Palkia, putting a Fire type move, which he just goes straight up the Quiver Dance. So Volcarona is now set up with the Quiver Dance. He goes for the Hydro Pump, misses the Hydro Pump, which is very unfortunate, as he goes for Bug Buzz. Does 67% to a Palkia. Oh my god. So he switches out, putting another Hydro Pump, goes out into the Crawdon. Does a lot to Crawdon, because it's a pretty good monster. Out comes the Chestnut, taking a Water type move. Why did he go for Aqua Jet? Why? Because Palkia was on what? What was Palkia on right then? 33%. Doesn't water resist water? It's resisted. I know it's a freaking adaptability Crawdaunt, but this is the Palkia. It might have killed. It might have been a roll or something. But I don't think it kills. He just went for Aquajet anyway, just to get some chip off, I guess. But he get... Oh, he's Life Orb. That might have killed then. Yeah, that might have killed. That might have killed. Anyway, goes for knockoff on the Chestnut. Knockoff its Rocky helmet. As the Chestnut just goes for spikes. So out comes the Zorora. He's going for bulk ups against this Chestnut as he goes for synthesize. So he goes for hidden power. I want to say that's hidden power flying. So why is he bulk up hidden power flying? Will he bulk up to live an earthquake from this thing and then kill the hidden power flying? Is that what the issue was? Is that the issue? Because Zorora can actually potentially sweep if it had hidden power flying such a Chestnut. If you're watching this, Galatasaray, please tell me. Please tell me, Dix, if you're watching. Also, Chestnut, raw Chestnut. Oh my god, more people should bring raw and haze and stuff because that is the best way to get rid of these stupid setups. Why did you crunch? Did you predict? Why did you crunch? Were you predicting Cofagrigus to come in? I don't know, but he's going to go out to his Volcarona and take some spike damage as he goes for Leech Seed. So Chestnut is actually putting the work in right now. Chestnut is putting in the work right now. There's the Cofagrigus as he goes for the Fiery Dance. Just 37%. Doesn't get the special attack boost, but Leech Seed damage is going to rock up against the Volcarona. Out comes a Garchomp predicting a Shadow Ball or something. Toxic Spikes, all the hazards. All the hazards. There we go. Aerial Ace. This man is over-prepped for freaking Chestnut. 100%. He is over-prepped for Chestnut. He's got HP flying on Chestnut, on Zorora, sorry, and he's got Aerial Ace on Garchomp. Why did he go into Garchomp on that turn? Cofagrigus got stupid high... Cofagrigus has got stupid high freaking defense. He could probably have a crunch. What? He's choiced. He was 100% choice. I didn't want to switch out. Why did he not switch out? Ray Quaquay's here with Airlock. Goes for the Z. Celebrate. Ray Quaquay. As Cofagrigus goes for Trick Room. There we go. There we go. Yes. Mega Ray... Not Mega Ray Quaquay. Just Ray Quaquay. With that Z Celebrate. I think Ray Quaquay and... Oh, what's the other Uber that gets it? Oh, someone told me this the other day. It's Ray Quaquay and... Oh, who was it? Who is it? It's another Uber. It's not Kyogre. It's something like that. Is it... It's not Kyogre. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember. Well, maybe someone used it. But there's a Dragon Claw. He's still yeah. As he goes for the Icy Wind, does 37%. There's the speed drop. Goes for the Earthquake. Bop! Down goes middle finger. Out comes your Chestnut. The MVP. There goes the Elite Seed. As he goes for Dragon Ascent. Bop! Ray Quaquay picking up all the kills right now. All the kills right now. All the kills right now. There's Cofagrigus. There's a Shadow Ball. Lives. There's a Dragon Claw. Cofagrigus lives. I knew Cofagrigus was a bulky boy. It lived a +1 stab Dragon Claw from a Ray Quaquay. Cofagrigus is here, ladies and gentlemen. Cofagrigus is here. There's the Mega Lucario, goes for the Bullet Punch to finish off the Lucario. Gets with his adaptability, unfortunately, but he can easily just switch out into Darkrai right now, putting a close... Ooh. Stacks after Darkrai to the Zorora. It's a good play, so you can switch back out and switch back into his Lucario. Or Palkia? Hello? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? This Palkia has to be Choice Scarfed, 100%. It has to be Choice Scarfed. Because why would you stay in? Why would you not stay in with a Zorora? Isn't Zorora like stupid fast? Unless you know this thing's Choice Scarfed. You know this thing's bopping. So out comes Mega Lucario versus the Xerneas. It goes for the Moonblast. Jesus! Ho, ho, ho! Xerneas is here. Out comes the Space Doge as it goes for Hydro Pump. Down goes the... There's the Hydro Pump. There's the Hydro Pump. Yep. That is definitely 100% Choice Scarf Palkia coming in through. That was very, very clutch and very, very risky for the Cleveland Cavaliers there. Because Xerneas should bop Mega Lucario. That thing had to be Specs or something. That had to be Choice Specs to Oko Lucario. Because I don't know, because Lucario is neutral to it because it's part steel type as well. I don't know how redonkulous Stonius' special attack stat is, but I have a feeling that was choice specs. So that bopped the Lucario. And Palkia, if Palkia missed one Hydro Pump's like, what, 70% accuracy? If that was me, I would have missed both of them. 100%. But, what can I say? Cleveland Cavaliers, the new Johto coach, picks up that 1-0 victory. To be fair, they were both... Aren't they both Johto coaches last season? I think they were. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. So, Johto rocking strong first game of the weekly show with that 1-0 victory. MVP was definitely, in my opinion, was Chestnut. That put in so much freaking work. It 100% did. See, the under-tiered Mons are putting in work. I'm the under-tier guy. I prefer low-tier to high-tier, so we good. Then move on to our second game when we have the Wellington Ho-Ohs, coached by Mr. Piggy, versus the Fisk of the North Sparks, coached by Jack. Why did I forget? Why did I forget his name? I can't remember why I forgot that team name. I'm sorry. I do apologise. But the Wellington Ho-Ohs are blocking Selly, Dialga, Tapolele, Kama'o, Alolawak, and Greninja, whereas the Fisk of the North Sparks are rocking Cresselia, Kyurem White, Vaporeon, Mega Mewtwo Y, Heatran, and Hydreigon. Now, Mega Mewtwo Y was an MVP last week, so got to be very careful for that thing, because that's going to put in some work. It's really going to put in some work if it comes to it. And Mega Mewtwo Y can actually, if Psychic Terrain's up from Tapu Lele, that's a scary sight. That is 100%. If Psychic Terrain's up, that can just bop every single thing on this team. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Just bop. It's just going to bop. It's just going to bop it. So yeah, let's go. As he goes into Greninja versus the Heatran, goes for the low kick, turning into a fighting type, does 71% to this Heatran. As Heatran gets up to Stealth Rocks, low kick, knocks out the Heatran. So Heatran's gone. Out comes Mega Mewtwo Y. He goes straight into his double switch into Vaporeon. As the Greninja U-turns out into his Dialga, because I don't think Vaporeon can really touch the Dialga, but he goes for the Draco. Lives because Vaporeon's a bulky boy. Then goes for the Z Celebrate. Now Z Celebrate, that's 2 games in a row Z Celebrate's happened. So he baton passes out into his Kyurem White, and I'm thinking, oh no. Hello, this man's got Dragon Tail. This man's got Dragon Tail. The PIDA tactics, we had Roar in the first game, we got Dragon Tail in the second game. Both shutting down Z Celebrate. Just both shutting it down, shutting it down. That's like legit. That's the best way to deal with that strat. He just pattern pass down into his Kyurem White. As he goes for the Dragon Tail again. Just goes straight into his Mewtwo. So he goes down to his Selly Stealer versus the Mega Mewtwo Y. He Mega Evolves and goes for the Side Strike. And does nothing to Stealth Stealer. So Stealth Stealer is probably the best counter for this Mega Mewtwo Y. So you go to protect. But he reveals the Thunderbolt, which is very interesting. As he goes for the Taunt, he tries to go for Elite Seed damage. So this can't do anything to this. So he goes down to his Dialga, then goes for the Side Strike, does 26%, because it does absolutely nothing. Out comes Vaporeon again. As he goes for the Flash Cannon, Vaporeon eats up like a champ. As he baton passed out straight into his Cresselia. As he goes for the Dragon Tail, gets hit by the Rocky Helmet. Out comes the Hydreigon. Out comes Vaporeon again. As he goes for Draco, Vaporeon goes down. Hydreigon lives on. Out comes Kyurem White with his -2 Kyurem Dialga, to say. Goes to Dragon Tail, does a lot of damage. Out comes Hydreigon. Switch out into his Selly to tee up any, probably Draco, which was very much incoming right there. He probably could have went into Tapu Lele as well, but Dark Pulse could have still done I think it's still weak to Dark, isn't it? I don't think Fairy resists Dark, does it? It might do, actually. Even then, it's neutral from a Hydreigon. So it just U-turns out into his Cresselia as he goes for the Leech Seed. Gets some Leech Seed shenanigans up with his Celesteela, but it's just going to... Oh, Celesteela, Toxic, stalling Leech Seed. But Cresselia lives up the Moonlight, so it can... for days. So out comes the Hydreigon to try and... what does this Hydreigon want to do against the Celesteela? Go for the Dark Pulse. Okay. So Hydreigon's here with Dark Pulse. Gets a Dark Pulse, does 40% to Selly. As he goes for Leech Seed. Cersei is just going to stall out for days against this team. So you go to protect, he's going to go for another duck, go for roost. So we're going to be here for a while, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be here for a while. U turns out, probably into Mega Mewtwo Y. No, into Cresselia. As he goes for Toxic, misses the Toxic. It doesn't matter anyway, because it's already Toxic. So out comes Mega Mewtwo Y. He goes for Elite Seed. This Cersei is going to, in fact, starting to become a problem. So out comes Cresselia. He goes for Protect. And I don't understand what the Fizz and North are doing right now. Just all this switching shenanigans. Just going for Elite Seed, switching out, Elite Seed, switching out, Elite Seed, switching out, Elite Seed, switching out. There's the Air Slash from the Mega Mewtwo Y. Just get out to go for the Taunt. Out comes the Dialga versus Mega Mewtwo Y. So he goes for the Thunderbolt. Gets the paralysis on the Thunderbolt as Mega Mewtwo Y goes to recover. So as he goes for the Flash Cannon, does nothing. Since Mega Mewtwo Y has revealed Taunt, Recover, Thunderbolt, and Psy Strike. There's the Thunderbolt to touch the Greninja. Down goes the Greninja. Out comes the Lolowhack. Out comes Hydreigon to deal with this Lolowhack. So he goes for the Shadow Bone, which would have bodied that Mega Mewtwo Y. There's a defense drop. There's the Dark Pulse. Goodbye, Lolowhack. Hydreigon picks up a kill. Out comes the Tapu Lele. He goes for the Moonblast to sack off his Hydreigon. So he gets a free switcher into the Mega Mewtwo Y as he goes for Moonblast. Eats it up like a champ. Go to Recover. And he's going to go for a Psy Strike, I would imagine, in Psychic Terrain, which is going to blow the rest of his team back. If he doesn't, you go to Recover. There's the Psy Strike. Bop! Psy Strike in Psychic Terrain is doing a lot of damage to whatever wants to stay in. There's the Protect. Sorting out the Psychic Terrain turns as he goes for the Taunt. Protects from the Taunt because he went for Protect. Goes for Taunt again to shut this thing down. He tries to go for Elite Seed. Then he goes down to his Kama'o. Don't know why it was Kama'o. Pretty good Thunderbolt, I guess. You go down to Cersei, putting in a Psy Strike. He does go for, which is nothing. They're playing the mind games right now. Mind games are happening. Go to Protect. There's the Taunt. Now, if this Mega Mewtwo Y can keep spamming Taunt, then it'll be a very interesting game. But Tapu Lele comes out. There's the Taunt on the Tapu Lele. So now this Moonblast is not going to kill. This Psy Strike is going to kill. But he does get the special attack drop, which saves this Tapu Lele's life. So out comes the Kyurem White. Just try and sack this thing off, I guess. Yes, it does. So down goes the Kyurem White. Out comes, I'm guessing, Cresselia to eat up any hit from this thing. Out comes Celesteela, as he's probably going to go for Protect or Moonlight. No, goes for the Psy Shock. Gets a crit. So does nothing because it's a freaking Cresselia. Freaking Celesteela, should I say. The 6% doing absolutely nothing. So Elite Seed damage is racking up. Toxic damage is racking up on this Cresselia. So it's just going to try and stay in. Whittle this thing down. I'm guessing the Fizz North Fund wants this Cresselia to go down to get a free switch into his Mega Mewtwo Y, which he does go for. So he gets his defense boost on his Celesteela. Out comes Mega Mewtwo Y, just going to taunt this thing, so it can't really touch it apart from with an Air Slash. So he goes down to his Kama'o, predicting a Thunderbolt. As he just goes to Recover to get all the way back up to full health. There's the Psy Strike. Goodbye, Kama'o. Out comes Celesteela. He's going to just taunt again because this taunt just shuts down the Celesteela. 100%. That's a good bring. Taunt, Mega Mewtwo Y is picking the actual work. There's the Air Slash. Brings down 24%. I'm guessing it makes you just to recover right now just to make sure this Tapu Lele can't kill it. So it does that and then it goes for the Thunderbolt, I'm guessing. There's a Protect. I don't know why he went for Protect there. Because another Taunt would be coming anyway. So it just goes for Taunt to double make sure this Celesteela can't pull out any funny business. So there's the Recover. There's the Air Strike. Air Strike, Air Slash. It's Celesteela can only Air Slash this freaking Mega Mewtwo Y. Because I think it's got Protect, Elite Seed, Toxic, and Air Slash. So with a Taunt, this Celesteela has been rendered useless. Trying to go for the Thunderbolt. Knock this Celesteela out. That crit did not matter. Out comes Tapu Lele. All this has to do is land a Psy Strike and live the Moonblast, which it does easily because we've known this from previously. And Tapu Lele goes down, and that is a 1-0 victory for Fisk of the North Sparse versus the Wellington Ho-Ohs. And have to say, Mega Mewtwo Y once again has been MVP and picks up MVP this week with a 5-0 kill victory. It was a very good set because the Taunt shut down that Celesteela absolutely amazingly, and Psy Strike in that Psychic Terrain just bopped everything, barring the Greninja, which had Thunderbolt for, and the Celesteela, which had Thunderbolt for. So Round of applause. Round of applause for Huge Nut Run. Hugh Nut Run. Hugh Nut Run. Hugh Nut Run is MVP this week. 100% MVP this week. So we move on to our third game this week, where we have a new challenger has approached. I was going to say approved. Approaches is what I meant to say. A new challenger has approached. Is that right? A new challenger appears. That's what. I'm an actual idiot. I'm an actual idiot. I screwed that up. Anyway, a new challenger has appeared in Stealthy, coach of the Malevolent Mewtwo's, who replaced the Chicago Grambles, who dipped out the server for no reason whatsoever, with no word or anything. He just dipped one day, and what I did was I went to the announcement saying, "Oh, these games need to be played this week." Blah blah blah. Wait a minute, he's not here. What's going on? So he just disappeared without telling anyone. I'm thinking, why is this? Why did you do this? Why? Why? I don't know. But the board came through, found Stealthy. It was up for take over the team because that team got first in the power ranking. So it's not a shabby team to pick up, if I do imagine. He didn't make any. I don't think he made any trades to the team either. So that was a GG. Well read. But as you can see, the Malevolent Mewtwo's are playing the Victoria Victinis this week, coached by Devil, who is not on the best run right now. Not on the best run. And he finished 5th last season, so it might be a tall lasting at top 4 again this season, but you never know. You never know. So the Malevolent Mewtwo's are rocking Magneton, I think it's Mega Venusaur, Landorus Furion, Toxapex, Ho-Oh, and Ash Greninja? Or was that last game Ash Greninja? I don't know, because that Greninja just got bopped last game, so we didn't really. But the Victoria Victinis are rocking Giratina, Xatu, Tapu Koko, Suicune, Necrozma, and Mega Diancie. Now, only one Uber on either side I do see, so it's going to be a very interesting game because the rest of the games have at least brought 1 or 2 Ubers, at least 2 Ubers on each team. So it'll be a very different game, but let's see how it goes, shall we? So out leads the Magneton versus the Xatu. As he Volt switches out. Bop! I love a turn 1 knockout. I love it. I freaking love it. I honestly want to keep track of how many there has been since week 1. But so if any of you guys watching know how many turn 1 knockouts there have been since week 1 of this season, I would like to know. Because I want to see if it can top last season's. I want to start a ranking system. So how many turn 1 knockouts have there been in Kanto this season? I want to know. So if anyone know watching, let me know in the comment section down below. I would really like to know. So Magneton just bops that Xatu off the screen. Out comes Landorus Furion. Out comes the Necrozma. And Landorus going to start going for Calm Minds as it goes for Autotomize. This became Nimble, this Necrozma, as it goes for Photon Geyser. Ooh, and does nothing because it's got some special defenses up. But Landorus keeps setting up those special defenses as it goes for Photon Geyser again. I'm getting the muse as it goes for Z. Bloom. Hello. Hello. What? Z Bloom Doom Landorus? What? Does it get Solar Beam or something? It must get Solar Beam. Why would you... Especially breaking Suicune to come out. Was this to counter Suicune? Was this to counter Suicune? I think this was to counter Suicune. Was that to counter Suicune? Was that a Ho-Oh? As it goes for Photon Geyser. Outspeeds it, does nothing because Ho-Oh is a bulky boy. There's the Earth Power. Goodbye, Necrozma. Out comes Mega Diancie. You could just go Diamond Storm, but out comes the Toxapex. Or Power Gem. That works as well. That still takes a lot. Out comes the Suicune to predict a liquidation from Toxapex. Did not see that come. Goes for Snatch. What did you think the Suicune was going to go for? To go for Snatch? Calm Mind? Substitute? But this man lands a sheer cold. That's not our first OK move of the season, is it? It's definitely the first of this episode. So, yeah. And as you can see by the chat, your news boy Stealthy did not realise what PIDA rules were. So so next week, approach your games, he's going to know. He's going to... We've seen Carmine Lander Aspherian. When he can have the entire game to play with, we're going to see some interesting sets coming down the line. I want to see some interesting sets. But Tapu Koko comes out versus the Magneton, which does... That does a lot of damage. That freaking Tapu Koko with a Volt Switch being resisted. Tapu Koko goes for Brave Bird, probably predicting the Venusaur to come in. Wait a minute. Wait. What? I got confused there. Hang on, I'll go back. So Tapu Koko comes out. He goes for Volt Switch. He goes out into his Venusaur. Oh, he goes back out into his Magneton. I got really confused. Because I blanked when that Venusaur come out. I thought he Volt Switched out into Magneton. I was like, wait, what? I got really confused. But I really did get really confused. But it's fine. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. There's the Thunderbolt. Magneton lives on 13%. Tapu Koko's down. Magneton tries to Volt Switch out, which he doesn't. Out comes the Giratina. As he starts going for Calm Minds. There's the Volt Switch. And out comes the Ho-Oh versus the Giratina. As he starts going for Calm Minds itself. So we have a Calm Mind battle off. This Ho-Oh starting to Calm Mind. This Giratina starting to Calm Mind. We're playing the Calm Mind games right now. Who's got the balls to not press Calm Mind first? This is what's happening right now. Because this Giratina is now on +4, +6 Calm Minds. So is this Ho-Oh right now. There's a Shadow Ball. Does 31%. Ho-Oh goes for Roost. And he goes for Shadow Ball again. Just a third. There's the Earth Power. Forgets his Giratina has Levitate. Oh. I was about to say they both went for Earth Power, but the Giratina thought the Ho-Oh was going to go for Earthquake, Roost, so it become a pure fire type, and Earth Power would do more. So that's a good play by Devil there, but did not prevail. Goes for the Fire Blast. So I don't think this Ho-Oh can really touch the Giratina. So keeps going for Fire Blasters. Goes for that Shadow Ball. It's probably going to go to another Fire Blast. Lives on 19% this Giratina as he goes for Aura Sphere. Just in case he wants to go into his Magneton. So out comes Greninja. Or this thing as well. As he goes for Bounce. Hello. Power Her Bounce. Hello. It doesn't kill the Giratina because Giratina is a monster. But yeah. If that was a roll, that's very unfortunate. Because I have a feeling that Stealth would have won the game if this thing was gone, because he had Venusaur left for both Suicune and Diancie, which I don't think they could really touch, especially if it was a Mega Venusaur, and Magneton will still be around, because that would probably have outsped the Suicune most probably, and could have killed with a Volt Switch. Yeah, there's the Mega Veno, as he goes for the Shadow Ball, gets a crit, don't think that crit bad because it was a +6 special attacking Giratina, but Giratina, give me Giratina A, picks up that win, and they get a 3-0 victory. And I think that's Devil's first win of the season. So I do believe this is not Stealthy's first game of the season, because I think he played week 4 first and then played week 3 game. So we can't really judge after one game with Stealthy. So I think his team was 1-1 when he took over it, and I think it's obviously 1-2 now. But there's still hope. Because it's early season. There's still hope to avoid the orange and red zone for Stealthy this season. So we're very interested to see who does go down. But Devil, since he drafted, really wanted the Giratina, the other Giratina form, which the Maleficent Mewtwo's had, or the Chicago Grampus had before that, because he really wanted that Mon. But this Mon just got a 4-0 sweep. I'm sorry, but I do believe I think, breaking the fourth wall here, he's drafted this. These teams swapped their Giratinas for week 5. So next week they're going to have their Giratinas, but week 5 they're going to have the other Giratinas. So hopefully it's a good trade for both teams, but you never know. You never know. So we move on to our penultimate game this week, where we have the Black City Curums versus the Honolulu Holuchas. And the Black City Curums are rocking Kyogre, Donphan, Mew, Mega Salamence, Magearna, and Blaziken. Whereas the Honolulu Holuchas are rocking Gliscor, Alakazam. I think it's Mega Alakazam. I could be wrong, but I think it's Mega Alakazam. No, it's not, because it's Mega Marwell. Well, to be fair, it's PIDA. They could be both, but it's more likely to be Mega Marwell, and Alakazam's just going to be either holding the Mega Stone or just being Alakazam. Rotom Wash, Shaman, and Skarmory. So there's only one Uber for the Honolulu Holuchas in that Mega Marwell, and the Black Sea Curums are rocking Blaziken, Mega Salamence, and Kyogre as Ubers. So what do Ubers prevail today? Let's see, shall we? So out comes the Kyogre versus the Mega Marwile. As you go straight into a Rotom Wash, predicting a Water Spout, which does 14% to a Rotom Wash. This man, this Kyogre is yeah, something else. It's obviously a choice as well, because he switched out against a Shaman when he could do Ice Beam and bopped it, but Shaman comes out, goes for the Seed Flare, does 47% to Mew, and goes out into Skarmory on the Mew as he goes for Roost. 20% up to Hazards or whatnot with Skarmory, I would imagine, but Mew goes for Taunt to stop the Stealth Rocks from happening from the Skarmory as Mew starts to set up some Calm Minds. There's the Iron Head. I think this Mew's going to be Baton Pass shenanigans. There's the Calm Mind. He's going to Baton Pass out, I reckon, into something or other. Yeah, there's the Baton Pass out into Magearna as Mega Marvel goes for Swords Dance. So both these Mons are set up. There's the Iron Head. Bop! Goodbye! I'm going to say that's neutral. That's resistance, but it's not. It's neutral because it is a fairy type. Does bop! Goodbye. Out comes Donphan. He's probably going to be sturdy. There's the Ice Punch. There's the sturdy. Going to go for Earthquake. Bop! Goodbye. Mega Marwile. Dumbo. Shout out to you, using the same nickname as me. Shout out to you, zombie. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. I appreciate when my nicknames get shown around. Can I have a fork? No, you can't. Sidekick. There we go. Down goes the Donphan. Out comes the Mega Marwile. Out comes the Kyogre. Alakazam outspeed. Goes for Sidekick. Does 39%. There goes the Surf. Bop! Doesn't even need Water Spout. Just go for that Surf. It's probably choice specs. Out comes Mew again versus the Shaman as he goes for Seed Flare. Does 47%. Gets a special defense drop. So his next Seed Flare is going to kill unless you go for go to a Salamence. That also works. Seed Flare does 21%. There's a special defense drop. And now Mega Sam is going to come out and click a Double Edge, I would imagine. Or Hyper Voice. Yep. That works as well. That works as well. Freaking special Mega Salamence. You don't really see that every day of the week. So that's interesting. There's the Flamethrower. Down goes the freaking Skarmory. There's the Hyper Voice. Bop! There goes the Shaman. Out comes the Gliscor. I don't think he's going to be able to sweep right now. Gets a crit. That crit did not matter because that thing was not living a hit from the freaking Kyogre. So that is GG to the Black Sea Curums. I think Black Sea Curums are undefeated so far this season. Again. I mean, last season they weren't. They lost like 2 games, but this Mega Salamence Kyogre core is scary. Why on earth did the Grand Pro Ninjas give this man Kyogre? Why? Kyogre's broken, my dudes. I think Kyogre's going to be too broken. My God. My God, someone's got to try and stop this freaking Kyogre and his Mega Salamence. It's a disgusting core. Disgusting tier Ubers. He's got a Blaziken, Mega Salamence, Kyogre tier is Ubers. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Anyway, GG to Zombie Cap there. The Mega Ment was definitely the MVP in that game for getting that for a victory. Kyogre was MVP last week. Not surprising. It put in so much work this week as well, but Mega Salamence outshone it with its special set. I don't really see a special Mega Salamence that often. But to be fair, I'm a noob. I'm a noob to Ubers, so I usually see Dragon Claw, Double Edge shenanigans with Mega Salamence. But yeah, to be wary about that because it could be physical or special. You have to prep for both next time. If you're playing the Black Sea Curums in the future and you're watching this, prep for both. Prep for both. I move on to our last game where we have the Grand Pro Greninjas versus the Boston Typhlosions, coached by David, versus Grand Pro Greninjas, coached by Greninja. And what we have here is a team with no Ubers in it versus a team with 1 or 2. Because we've got, for the Grand Pro Greninjas, we've got Mimikyu, Tornadus, Firion, Zygarde, 50%, Mega Scizor, I do believe, Manaphy and Slowbro, whereas the Boston Typhlosion are rocking Slowbro, Mega Gengar, Tyranitar, Zekrom, Primarina and Excadrill. So the Boston Typhlosions have got T-Tar Drill in Sand, he's got Mega Gengar, it's Slowbro v Slowbro, one of these is a Mega, I can't remember which one it is, I think it's the Boston Typhlosion one, I think. Is that Mega T-Tar? I don't think he's got Mega T-Tar. Well, just jump in to see. Just jump in to see where it goes. There's the Tornadus versus the Primarina. As Tornadus U-turns out into its Slowbro. There's the Moonblast. Does, oh my god. I was going to say, that will do nothing because it's resisted. But it's not. And does 57% to a Slowbro. So out comes Scizor, taking another Moonblast. Does 45%. This man is Specs. This man is Specs. Out comes Zekrom, taking a Ironhead, I imagine. U-turn. U-turns out into his Mimikyu versus Zekrom. As he goes straight into his Manaphy. I'm confused about that play. Why did you double switch? And this man predicted that and going to a Fusion Bolt. Man alive. No, that wasn't a prediction because Zekrom only gets... He probably only got Dragon... He's only put Dual Stab probably on it. So he didn't want to go for the Dragon type move. Because it's against the Mimikyu. So he went for the Fusion Bolt. So that was just... This man just sacked off his Manaphy for no apparent reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. No reason. Because he just could have done that as a Roselli Berry. My god. Why didn't you do that in the first place? Hello? Oh, it's got Terravolt, which is like Mold Breaker. See, I don't know Ubers. I was going to say, how to do that? And I just remembered, it gets Terravolt. So yeah, it just breaks Disguise. Goes for this Disguise, which is very interesting. So he goes for Play Rough. He's up being like a champ. There's Rocky Helmet. So obviously the Greninjas have Mega Slowbro. So there's the Ziggurat. He's going to Dragon Dance up as he goes for the Scald. Probably going to get the burn. Doesn't. Okay. There's a double Dragon Dance. He goes for Scald again. Praying for the burn, which he doesn't get. There's the 1,000 Arrows. Slowbro eats it up like a champ. Out comes Zekrom to sack this thing off, I would imagine. Oh, hello. This man's got Rest. Hello. Resto, Chesto, Zygarde. Hello. There's 1,000 Arrows. Bop. Goodbye, Zekrom. Out comes Slowbro. He's going to eat up hits for days. There's the 1,000 Arrows. Lives on 6%. Goes for Scald. Does 27%. There's the burn. There's the burn. After 4 Scalds, the burn was going to happen. Out comes the Tyranitar. As he goes for 1,000 Arrows. Eats it up like a champ because it's burn. And now there's the 1,000 Arrows. Tyranitar goes down. Zygarde is actually putting in work. Out comes Primarina. There's the 1,000 Arrows. Does ease up like a champ. There's the Surf. Bop. Goodbye, Zygarde. Primarina's here to put in the finest of work. Out comes the Slowbro. Out comes the Excadrill, which is a very interesting swap. I don't know what this Slowbro... Toxic? Because why would it go for a Skull against a Primarina? That's a good play. And Psychic's not going to do that much for an Excadrill if it went for that. It probably wouldn't have gone for a Fire Blast against a Primarina because that's quad resisted. So it's not. It's half resisted. It's just resisted. So this Excadrill's going to go for Swords Dance, putting the switch out into the Tornado. So out comes Slowbro as he goes for Iron Head. Does 35%. He's probably going to click Earthquake right now. Yep. By the Slowbro. Out comes the Mega Scizor as it goes out straight into his Tornadus. There's the Iron Head. Bop. Goodbye. Sandstorm is gone. I see what Greninja was trying to do there. Trying to stall out the Sand terms so this Excadrill couldn't be much of a threat. There he goes for the Bullet Punch as he goes for Z. Tectonic Rage. Knocks out the Mega Scizor. And that's your GG to the Boston Typhlosions who pick up a 4-0 victory. And progress further up the table this week. Excadrill was definitely the MVP for this team. I didn't really see a Boston Typhlosion set this week, if I'm being totally honest. Like any weird sets. because Slowbro was just Scald, that was Fusion Bolt, that just had Moonblast Surf, and you just had Swordsword, Ironhead, Earthquake, Tectonic Rage, which was the bog standard Excadrill set. So maybe, yeah, just a bog standard set for the Boston Typhlosion this week. Yeah, but yeah, we move on to see the weekly table, and as you can see by the table, let me just zoom in a bit. We have 3 coaches undefeated so far. I think we had the same last season at this stage, with only one of the same teams as last season with undefeated. Right? We've got the Black Sea Curums in first place with 3 wins out of 3 with a differential of plus 11. Then we have the Boston Typhlosion coached by David, who are also undefeated so far with a differential of 7. And we've got the Fisk of the North Spudge Jack, who was newly promoted to Johto by winning Johto last season, is also undefeated with a differential of plus 5. And then we have, in making up that last and final playoff spot, we have the Wedded Heroes coached by Pig, who are currently 2-1 with a 6 points differential of 7. And we have the Cleveland Cavaliers just behind them with 6 points, but minus 2 differential. So differential for the Cleveland Cavaliers needs to pick up a bit to try and creep into those top spots, because I know it's still early days. It's still early days because literally a win could make 10th to 4th change, or 5th to 1st change. Well, not 5th to 1st, but well, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's all early days. You can't really judge it by this. But Galatasaray and Victoria Victinis are rocking those final yellow spots with 3 points 0 differential and 3 points minus 3 differential respectively. But the Victoria Victinis and the Hungry Big Boys are both on exactly the same played, wins, losses, Mons killed, Mons fainted, differential and points. So it's very close for those last yellow and orange spots, because Malevolent Mewtwo and Grand Prix Ninjas are just minus 1 differential behind those as well, with 12, 12, 16, 16. So all these Mons have killed 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. It's interesting. Very interesting, because the Sinnoh Starlers are also down here, who finished, I think, playoff last season, at the bottom right now, with 3 losses, 12 kills, 18 differential, minus 6. So yeah, don't know what's going on with Sean right now, but I'm sure he can turn it around, hopefully, unless he goes silent and has to drop from the league. But if he stays around, I'm sure he can make it back up to yellow or green zone, definitely. Yellow zone for sure, I reckon, because he did so well last season. I don't see him going down this season. I don't. If he does, that's shock of the books. But if he doesn't, there you go. And then also in 12th place, we've got the Honolulu Hoyters coached by Kyle, who are also 303, 10 killed, 18 differential, minus 8. So there's still hope for the Honolulu Hoyters at this stage to try and climb up the table, because if they win next week, they can probably be in yellow zone, depending on how results go. So hopefully it's going to be very close, because I literally do not see like one team standing out at me that would go down right now. It's too early days to see. It's too early days to see. So if you guys have enjoyed this weekly show, make sure to smash the like button down below. Be subscribed if you're new around here and enjoyed the video, because your support would be much, much appreciated. Leave any comments about any improvement you want to make to the show or anything like that. Let me know, and I'll get on it for the next weekly show. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios!